Hello, we're back. Y'all are probably gonna be tired of hearing me say this, but I again almost didn't want to do this, and you could probably tell this by 11 o'clock. It's not that I didn't want to, I was in a flow of getting things done and like getting the last packing things together. Um, and I wanted to stay in that flow, but I was cognizant of the time, so I wanted to get this uploaded. The reason why I keep saying when I do and don't feel like doing this, because I'm doing it anyway, is because I feel like sometimes we get this depiction of what processes look like, that it's just fun and it's just motivation every day, or you just have one bad day, one day that you don't feel motivated, as opposed to like sometimes weeks of not feeling motivated and having to push through that and having to do it anyway, sometimes just making it to the finish line, sometimes, missing the mark, like the one that I thought uploaded and did not, and I had to upload it the next night because I didn't even check to realize it had not even finished processing. But you do it again, you get up and you do it again. And so that's kind of why I'm still articulating that. So if it at all feels monotonous or like I'm complaining, I'm not complaining. I so enjoy this time together and appreciate you guys for like joining in and speaking to me, and responding back, or just listening, giving me some of your attention in this attention deficit economy. So I appreciate that. But yeah, it's just a real look. Like there's just times in life where you said you're gonna do something and you aren't feeling it, but you're not feeling it for a while. It's not like, oh, I'm just having a day and I just need rest. It's like, bro, I got stuff going on. But stuff goes on. Like, stuff is always going on in life. And I'm trying to remind myself that in as many areas of my life as I can without being unfair to prioritizing myself, if that makes sense. In other news, to be honest, your girl does not even really want to do anything until my hair is done. Because what we're rocking with here is, I'm not even trying, you guys. Like, not even trying. I can't wait for tomorrow. And if it weren't for all the things that I need to get done, I would wait. I would sit in the house and wait by the window like a little kid waiting for Santa, for this hair to arrive. And let's hope it turns out the way that I'm hoping. But anything would be an upgrade to this right now. And it's not even like my hair is bad. It's just I'm not doing anything to it. I'm being lazy with it. I'm just tired of doing it, if I'm being very honest. And also I miss this particular hairstyle that I'm doing again, which is just like big curly wild hair. I like feeling very lioness, which will go very well with my upcoming series for fitness, which I've also been working on. So that's another thing I will be working. I need to like get up early. I don't know why I'm saying early. At the same time I always get up. I need to get up and get out early is what I'm trying to say, so that I can get maybe like 4 or 5 hours of computer work done before like 12. I don't know. I still need to figure that out. Your girl is tired and I would really like a little day off, but that's not gonna happen for like 2 weeks. So we're pushing through. It's okay. Don't be concerned. I hear your concern. It's fine. I'm going to sleep. I'm just saying, we're in a season of pushing. Some seasons are for rest and some seasons are for pushing. Some seasons are for learning. And right now I am I'm in the process of many things at once, and they are layering on top of each other. So, but the time there's not more hours in the day, which means I have to be more efficient with my time. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm excited though, because when I make these steps forward, it just makes the vision that I want for my life more clear. Like I have a vision, I should say the path to the vision of my life, like this new version of what I kind of, want my life to look like, and what this next stage of my life looks like. I'm 34. I keep telling people I'm 35 just because it's like, what's the difference? My birthday's not until October though, but I'm 34, and I've always just worked, and not like in a bad way. I've been fortunate enough to do so many different things, and I've enjoyed all of them. They've kind of just been like an expression of new passions and interests, and I've had the fortunate experience to be able to grow in those in a career path that connected together, and that's really cool. And then that, you know, eventually led me to start Boards and Platters, and now here we are on our 6th year, turning 6 in May. And so now I'm just thinking about other things that I want to experience, a lot of which is travel. I've never really prioritized travel in my life because I've always been working. And I'm like, oh, that will come. And I'm like, okay, well, the time has come, babes. Like, let's do it. So as an entrepreneur, especially in a service-based industry, I need to be able to set myself up in a space that I can do that in the way that I want to. I don't want to go on a trip for a week. I want to go on a trip for like 3 months, 6 months, maybe longer. And whenever that does happen, you know, I'm kind of putting things in position so that I can experience that. You know, I have such a love for, sorry, there's something in my eye, guys. It's allergy season, and it's so frustrating because I'm so itchy. My face is itchy. I'm just super aware of how itchy I feel. And that's why I keep rubbing my eye. But excuse me. Yes, so yeah, I'm excited about those things. I'm excited to put those pieces into play so that I can experience those things. Oh, that's what I was saying. I have such a love, like a voracious appetite for learning and for culture and for history. And not to say I've learned all I can learn here, but it would be nice to add some experiences in other places to the experiences I have now and just continue to broaden my horizons. I think that I've been fortunate enough to be exposed to a lot of different ideologies, cultures, practices, and that has led me to be pretty open-minded and like hungry for culture in the sense of like learning more about people and the things that connect us. I think that's like really where my interest point is I've always been super interested in the through lines. And I think I spoke about this in a previous episode entry, where I was essentially saying how the things that are connected through many different beliefs and when history repeats itself and just things that are like interconnected, like universal truths, I find a lot of power and a lot of interest in exploring those concepts, and finding those through lines where it might not seem as clear. So I think that going to places, experiencing those cultures, the history, the food, and just like for myself to explore and have fun. Because my previous, if you would have asked me when I was 16, 18, what like my dream version of myself, I would have been corporate baddie. And actually for a while I was corporate baddie. Like I did live that life for like for a good section of my life, and I had fun. I had a group of girlfriends and we were all corporate baddies. Like, you know, we would go out on Saturdays, we'd go to brunch, we'd be so cute, we'd go to our jobs, we're educated. It was lovely, it was great, it was super cute. But I thought I was gonna be an attorney. I was gonna live in New York and I was gonna be a corporate attorney and I was gonna write big fancy contracts for what I now understand are really terrible companies most of the time. But back then I was just so enamored with the idea that like I didn't really want to have to go to the courtroom. I wanted to be known for writing the contracts that were ironclad. That's what I wanted to be known for when I was younger. Because I had this very romantic idea that, and I still hold this belief, I just wouldn't want to use it in that context, or I just personally wouldn't want to do that anymore. I still think it's a like a good, something that can be used for good. But essentially, I just felt that it was so powerful that you can bind the actions and the trajectory of people's lives and companies by the words that you put on a piece of paper. I just thought that was really, really cool and really powerful. And so, you know, I was like, okay, attorney, writer, perfect. I'm going to be a corporate attorney. I'm going to specialize in contract law. Bet. But over time, I kind of realized, actually, when I was around 18, 19, I kind of realized I didn't really enjoy being around the people that were working those jobs, because I was working in like political spaces when I was quite young. And I don't know. And I still feel that way. I'm sure there could be a universe where I would enjoy being a practicing attorney, but I think what I learned through that was the skill set that I was connecting to being an attorney, and just my general interest in law, but that's just a general interest in like facts in general. It connected very easily to attorney, right? You only know so many occupations as a child. And I'm Haitian, so doctor, lawyer, engineer, that's kind of like burned into your DNA. I don't even ever remember someone specifically saying that to me, but I still inherently knew that, which I think is still very interesting, but that's neither here nor there. This video has gotten long. It's probably gonna take forever to upload, but anyway, hopefully the next time you guys see me, I'll be cute. No, for real though, like I'm gonna do my nails. And when I say do my nails, I'm gonna put some press-ons on. I might even put on a little lash. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I'm feeling inspired. You know, I'm feeling inspired. Hopefully the hair turns out the way that I want it to. Fortunately, I can cut hair pretty well. So worst case scenario, I can make it work, but I'm looking for a specific kind of look. And hopefully we get it. We'll see. And if I look crazy tomorrow, I'll be sad. Good night. Love you guys. Bye.